In the late 19th century, the world was dark when the sun went down. Streets were lit by gas lamps, homes by candles or oil lamps, and cities operated within the limits of daylight hours. While these lighting methods were functional, they were dangerous, inefficient, and expensive. Thomas Edison, a prolific American inventor, had a bold vision to create a practical and affordable electric light bulb that would bring light to the darkness and transform human life. What followed was one of history's most inspiring tales of persistence, innovation, and the triumph of the human spirit. Edison was not the first to dream of electric light. Scientists and inventors had been experimenting with the idea since the early 1800s. Several inventors before Edison had created rudimentary versions of electric lamps, but their designs were impractical for everyday use. Early light bulbs were costly to produce, consumed too much energy, and burned out within minutes or hours. A reliable and economical solution was still out of reach. Edison believed he could succeed where others had failed. In 1878, he publicly announced his intention to create a long-lasting and affordable electric light bulb. Critics scoffed at his claims, calling them impossible. But Edison was undeterred. He raised funds from investors, established a state-of-the-art laboratory in Menlo Park, New Jersey, and assembled a team of skilled engineers and researchers to help bring his vision to life. The heart of Edison's challenge lay in finding the right material for the bulb's filament, the component that would glow when an electric current passed through it. The filament needed to be durable, emit light efficiently, and resist burning out too quickly. Edison and his team began an exhaustive process of experimentation, testing thousands of materials in their search for the perfect filament. The process was painstakingly slow. They tried platinum and other metals, but these were either too expensive or melted under high temperatures. They experimented with plant-based materials such as flax, bamboo, and coconut fiber, but none met their requirements. Some materials glowed brightly but disintegrated almost immediately. Others lasted a little longer, but emitted dim or uneven light. Failure after failure mounted. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. The team worked tirelessly, often through the night, conducting one experiment after another. By some accounts, Edison and his team conducted over 1,000 experiments during this time. Each failure brought disappointment, but also new insights. Edison famously remarked, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." As the experiments dragged on, Edison faced increasing criticism from the public and the press. Many skeptics dismissed his efforts as a waste of time and money. Some of his investors began to lose patience, questioning whether they had placed their faith in the wrong man. Even members of Edison's team occasionally expressed doubts about whether they would ever succeed. But Edison was unshaken. His optimism, determination, and belief in the power of persistence kept him moving forward. He refused to see failure as a setback, viewing it instead as a necessary part of the creative process. "Genius," he once said, "is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." In October 1879, after years of trial and error, Edison and his team finally achieved a breakthrough. They discovered that a carbonized bamboo filament could meet all the necessary criteria. The bamboo filament was inexpensive, durable, and capable of glowing brightly for hours without burning out. In their laboratory, they built a light bulb with this new filament that lasted for over 1,200 hours, a remarkable improvement over any previous design. The invention was a triumph, but Edison knew that creating a working light bulb was only the first step. To make his invention truly transformative, he needed to develop an entire system to support it. This included power generation, distribution networks, and switches. Edison set to work designing and implementing the world's first practical electrical system, laying the groundwork for the modern electrical grid. In December 1879, Edison publicly demonstrated his invention at Menlo Park. Crowds gathered to witness the miracle of electric light. The demonstration was a resounding success, and news of the invention spread rapidly. Edison's light bulb captured the imagination of people around the world, and demand for the technology soared. Edison founded the Edison Electric Light Company, which later became General Electric, to commercialize his invention. By the early 1880s, electric lighting was being installed in homes, businesses, and public spaces across the United States. Cities that once relied on gas lamps and candles were now illuminated by electric lights, revolutionizing urban life. Factories and businesses could operate around the clock, extending their productivity and profitability. Homes became safer and more comfortable, with electric lighting replacing the fire hazards of candles and oil lamps. Thomas Edison's invention of the practical electric light bulb is widely regarded as one of the greatest achievements in human history. It not only transformed daily life, but also paved the way for countless other innovations in science, technology, and industry. Today, electric lighting is so ubiquitous that it is easy to take for granted, but it was Edison's relentless determination that made it possible. Edison's story is more than just a tale of invention. It is a powerful testament to the value of perseverance in the face of failure. For Edison, failure was not something to be feared or avoided. It was an essential part of the creative process. His willingness to learn from each setback and his refusal to give up ultimately led him to success. Edison's journey offers several important lessons for anyone striving to achieve a goal. Edison's story illustrates that failure is not the opposite of success, but a stepping stone toward it. Every failed experiment brought him closer to the solution. Edison's unwavering determination in the face of criticism and doubt is a reminder that great achievements require resilience and hard work. Edison saw failure as an opportunity to learn and improve. This growth mindset allowed him to keep moving forward, even when the odds seemed stacked against him. While Edison is often credited as the sole inventor of the light bulb, his success was made possible by the efforts of a talented team at Menlo Park. Collaboration and teamwork were key to overcoming challenges and achieving breakthroughs. Edison didn't just invent a light bulb, he envisioned and created an entire system to support it. His ability to think beyond the immediate challenge set him apart as a true innovator. Thomas Edison's story of failure and success remains an enduring source of inspiration for people around the world. It reminds us that the path to greatness is rarely straightforward and that perseverance, curiosity, and a willingness to embrace failure are the keys to turning dreams into reality.